Today we are going to use Ollama, which is the open source way of hosting any AI model right on your PC. And not even that, you can just like simply talk to Ollama by a simple chat interface. I just said hi, and that's how you get a quick response. I can also build super cool apps with this that actually create flashcards based on any topic that I want, and the API is running again locally. That means I can generate thousands of flashcards and I don't have to pay a single dollar. This is probably the coolest thing that most of you don't know about, but let's get started on how to become an expert at Ollama. The first thing that you want to do is go to Ollama and download the setup. Once the setup is installed, just double click it and install. After installing, the first thing you'll see is you will land up on this screen, which is the beautiful chat interface that Ollama has created. As you can see, I already have a model installed, but let's say I want to install something else. I can just click on this button and it will start installing that particular model also. So let's say if I say hi, it will technically say like, again, I need to start downloading the model, and it will get started on that. Another option that you want to do is, and which are some core features of Ollama, is accessible through the command prompt. So open the command prompt, and this first step that you want to write is Ollama, and you will see a list of commands. The first command that I actually like to write is to see the models that exist on my PC and which I can use automatically. You can see there are a couple of cloud models and one model that is hosted on my PC. The one thing that I can do right now is Ollama run Gemma 3.1b, and it will technically now run the model right here in the command prompt. You don't even need to use the chat interface if you don't want to, and if you prefer like just here to use it, you can say hi and it will start responding right in the terminal itself. And that is something I believe, like, again, a lot of people can use if you want to do something here, or even you can just go ahead and utilize the chat interface that exists. Now, one more option that they have recently released is the cloud option. You can use one of their cloud models also. So these models are technically just simply the same way as ChatGPT works, are hosted in the cloud, and you can talk to them here. So you can say hi and they will start responding directly from an API. Now, this does mean that there are some limits to this, but that is okay because we are not really focused on the cloud part of what Ollama is offering. Now, what we can actually do here is utilize Ollama to build AI apps locally on your PC, something like I just did. You can click on create a new topic, just input Python and generate some flashcards. And now, as you can see, it will start creating some flashcards using the Ollama API. Literally, this is just running on my PC, and it's crazy what you can do with it. As you can see, it shows a flashcard. You can click on it and get the option also, and you can go next and just prepare yourself. Again, a very quick application, and I'm going to show you how to make that. The first step that you want to do is actually come back to the terminal and search Ollama serve. Now, once you input that, what happens is Ollama starts running itself on a particular port for localhost 11434. And you can see Ollama is running. That technically means Ollama is running and serving the model over a server. I'm going to do is go to anti-gravity and actually use Ollama to just serve an app. So only thing that you need to do here is just ask it, create a simple chat app using Ollama quickly. And now it will simply create a chat application, and you can use it for the same way that I did for flashcards or anything else. The best part is this is all locally hosted, so you're not relying on internet or anything else. You can build something super cool for yourself, for your children, or anyone else who is interested to just have something that's secure. And that's one of the coolest parts of Ollama. As you can see, Anti-Gravity has created a beautiful app which I can just ask it questions about. So I'm just going to say healthy meal ideas, and it's going to respond using the Ollama API. You even get a drop down here on the model, and we can just use it to ask as many questions as you want. It's just crazy on what is possible with having an AI on your PC. And the best part is that I'm not paying anything for this. And you can see it has started responding. It's super fast given that my PC has like the most basic configuration and it's actually a laptop. So with that, you technically know everything about Ollama. Quickly, a couple of comments that you can also use are simply around Ollama, and you can get a list, right? This is where you get the list. One last command that I need to tell you is very simply, you can get all the items with using Ollama list. But let's say you want to remove a model, you can go to Ollama RM and very simply write the name of that particular model. So let's say for this example, we want to remove the Minimax M2 Cloud. We can do that by just responding here. And you will technically remove that model from the Ollama option. And that's pretty much it. And if I go back to the list, you will see that there are only 3 models left. And also, if you want to explore new kind of models that are always popping up on Ollama, just go to ollama.com. You can copy the name of any of these models and put them on your computer. With that, this is all you need to know to become an expert at Ollama, and I would love to see you in the next video. So hit that like button and subscribe to the channel to keep learning more. Bye-bye.